Morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, collective. Today is just going to be a channel message. Powerful empath. And, well, I've been told toxicity, wherever that is in your life. Okay. Um, because everything, I feel like some of you are really codependent and you're depending on either your person, meaning your partner, um, and this is a feeling of powerlessness, not being able to choose what you want to do, how you want to speak. I mean, you're literally holding yourself back. You're not saying what you really want to say. You're not sharing your truth. You're sharing, uh, right? They're just lies that you keep telling yourself that you're alone, you're unworthy, I don't deserve love. Okay, I get it. I was in that same spot. But you, collective, if you, collective, right now, look in the mirror, and what do you think that your creator would say to you, right? Do you think he would be judging you? You know, um, but he's not judging you. You're here to have any experiences that you want to have. And you didn't know you had a choice to choose better for yourself. So he's asking you to see what's right in front of you. Love is always looking back at you. It's either an unhealed love, place of love, which is conditioned, or it's a healed love. Okay. So are you healed or unhealed? Are you going to continue to heal every day, or are you going to accept that you are whole and just be yourself? See, if I don't show up here every day because everything is already inside me and come here and share what source, what the universe has given me, a new life, new opportunities, new ways of being in my own reality. I create my own reality, my own truth. Throat chakra. So some of you are opening up. You're learning to open up and you're learning to be able to speak your truth. You're learning to put yourself first. All right. Anything that your mind is telling you right now is fear based, abusive, or where you're yourself, giving yourself the world. You're neglecting yourself, the greatest gift that's been given. Because I've been receiving all these downloads and of it. As soon as you become aware that these thoughts are receiving, there's thoughts that the universe is giving you to move forward. It is a feeling. It is a feeling that source is aligning with you. When you ask, it is given. When you ask, it is given for. Whatever that is. but it's definitely not to be codependent or feeling a lack of self-worth. You have been created. Experience anything and everything without holding back. There's life, living, not surviving. So Source is asking you, how much money do you have right now? And do you feel this push, this pull towards something that's so powerful inside you? You just stuff it down and you don't want to bring the truth and give yourself the world. Whatever that is. It's inside you. It's a feeling. All we have is attraction. We have to first have a thought and be like, okay, now am I thinking this thought or am I receiving this thought? Because I really wasn't thinking that thought. You know, that is your inspired action to show up for you or for one of your loved ones. Listen to your heart. Because the mind and the heart need a complete coherence with your divine creator. Like, I just want to bring this up. How it is to be a man, vice versa, woman, whatever. What I can feel on a collective energy is we just went through this amazing shift, right? And it's up to us now to follow that feeling right towards abundance of love, a new love, to leave something behind that no longer serves. Your mind is trying to keep you only physical. You are so much bigger than that. You're so much bigger than that. Be in the world, but not of the things of the world. Don't believe everything that you see. Because whoever you choose to play with today, just for today, is either you coming and realizing unconditional love. Love is always teaching me about me, how to go deeper into what I want and what I need. These are things that you resist changing, letting go of. You know, the opposites attract for a reason. So if you're in a relationship and you're completely the opposite, all right, let's say you're unconditionally loving and the other person is just so damn negative. Negative Nancy, blow you out of the water. Okay. You, the one that is the beaming light, the light of the world, the unconditional love, compassion. You're happy even when everything's not showing up for you or working out for you. You're happy. You choose to smile anyways. And the other one is so negative. They're pulling your life force and your energy, and you just can't freaking understand how you could see past all the stuff that you're supposed to fear so effortlessly, naturally, and easily versus this person or going to negative places even. You are the source. There's only attraction. So that negative energy is there to come to the surface in you. What are you hiding? This is called a process of alchemy, the shadow work. Are you trying to be love and light all the time? And you're happy with where you're at, yet you're attracting lower energies. All right. Well, keep being, don't dim your light. Keep smiling. Keep uplifting others. Keep empowering others with your difference, your uniqueness. Because that means you were chosen. You were chosen to be different, unique, special, whatever you want to call it. You're the light of the world, just like Jesus was the light. He shined his light. Okay. So whether you have a religion or you're spiritual, it does not matter. As long as you smile and you embrace your own toxicity, okay? There's some beliefs that you hold inside that say, I'm unworthy. I don't deserve love. Where did you hear this? Because your creator does not say that. Just not. He says, look at all this that I give you. And you judge it. You say, oh, that tree is ready to die. You don't know if that tree is ready to die. You say, oh, I hate winter. You don't know why we need winter. We need 4 seasons. But the source does. You're just here to experience it and love it anyways. So once you realize your own intention and your attraction, what you are doing is creating more fear. Be someone that creates from inspired action, from your heart's truth and your mind's coherence together. That's your divine. If you're angry today, just for today, that's my shadow self. Why am I so angry? How did that person or that place is that you remain and you stay? Even before I realized who I truly was without a physical body, other people's opinions of what God is or what alive, what does it mean to feel? What does it mean to love? That you're good enough for whatever, a career, something you've been working so damn hard for. Maybe it didn't work out in the past. Maybe it was not God's timing for you. Maybe it was not the universe's timing for you. You can call it what you want, but you, which is why for Halloween, homemade, divinely guided to create 333 from an apple tree. You, collective, are the power. You are the source. You are the attractor. You are the attraction. So what are you asking for? What are you focused on? What's not? Even the challenges. I've made this in many videos, but I don't think you're emotionally, physically, spiritually, and connect to the ethereal realms. Oh God, especially at Halloween, the veil is so thin. Just ask. Ask to connect to your loved ones. Feel where they are now. Don't mourn them anymore. They feel that. They can't change their departure. Think of them. There's so much out there for you to experience. Don't abuse yourself. No self-harm is going to do you any good. Raise your vibration to feel how much power you have already inside you. How your body just aligns with whatever you ask for because you care about how you feel. You show up, you eat healthy, you eat balanced meals. I don't care what you're eating. Pray. Thank that food. Thank that animal. So unlock your subconscious fears to becoming whole, to being able to be who you are. Every experience that you ever had taught you something. It was a value. It was valuable. It was a valuable lesson. Stop seeing it as right or wrong and learn from it. And do not repeat the cycle because your ego mind is keeping it in the cycle. And you're going to know because it's going to feel like shit. And enjoy that shit. Okay? Enjoy that shit. That is the darker part of you that you're about to release. This is the alchemy, the process of being able to change your mind and say, I want better for myself. I want better for my loved ones and my kids. How do I create that? Where do I start? Pray. You know how I channel? I'm present. I am so in the present moment. I can feel the essence of my own soul, my higher self, my oversoul. There's even an undersoul. Did you know I came from the underworld? Yeah. So embrace that darkness. Open your heart. Feel that anger. But choose to be creative with it. Build, create with that anger. Right? It's there. It's moving you forward. There's resistance for a reason. 222 on the clock. You know, when I first started out, I was like, yeah, right. Yeah, right, God, what the hell you want me to do with all this shit? You're giving me all this shit, and I just don't. Okay, well, I'm going to use it in my own life first. So I started using it in my own life first, and I would never, Collective, bring you something that I didn't believe worked. All right? I have seen it work. 231 on the clock. 234. Keep your thoughts positive. Stay optimistic. Even in the darkest hours, stay optimistic. Choose to react out of love. Choose to forgive out of understanding why we forgive. We don't forgive someone because they hurt us. however that is for you, collective. Now listen to the feeling that I'm about to share. We do not forgive easily. And the reason we can't forgive easily is until we understand why we want to forgive. Not only do we want to be forgiven, that is only one way, but we forgive someone because I'm not asking you to put your feet in their shoes, like they say. But you can't possibly understand unless you know why this person acts the way they do towards you, what they've been through. And personally, we're not excusing that because their inner beings got that. That's why we get to forgive. We don't get to be the judger. We get to forgive and understand that a fool that will hurt you intentionally has no integrity, is not coming from grace. The energy of grace. Okay? So yeah, forgive. Forgive yourself. Source is saying, I want you to stop and look in the mirror and say, what do I need to forgive myself for right now? Because when you leave the physical, your earthly life is going to go by in a flash and you're going to see it as not good and bad. There's no judgment. No one there is going to judge you. You're just going to be able to say, I understand. I understand. I can forgive myself. I can forgive myself. So anyone, and I don't know who this message is for, but it's coming up, that's worried, did my loved one make it? Yes, your loved one made it. Your loved one made it. Your loved one also seen its whole life's review in a blink, in a flash. Not like right now, when we're here in the physical, we try to remember the past. We try to correct our rights and wrongs and stuff like that, being human, thinking, you can do all this right now. That's what Source is saying. Before you even leave the physical, you can embrace forgiveness and say, oh my God, thank you, universe. Thank you for not judging me, for allowing me to have these experiences, to learn lessons, to grow on a very high vibrational collective energy in an individual personal growth energy. There's something too about judgment and comparison, right? Quit doing that. That's the worst thing you can do for yourself, is point the finger at someone else. We have to go like this. We got to say, okay, all I can do is attract by what I feel. So check your feelings. Okay? It's not even about your thoughts anymore. Check your feelings. What is manifesting right now that you're feeling, that you've asked for, that you don't want? Is what you don't want showing up too? Because it will. So I'm pointing at you, collective, with my what do you want? Homemade, created, painted. It even has its own place to sit. Just like everything inside you has its own place. And it's a cardinal. I love my bird house, my bird feeders. Birds are your messengers too. All of nature is your messenger. So when every leaf falls off the trees and the seasons change, it's fall, the time goes backwards. which gives us more light, I think. But yeah, so we need the 4 seasons. Gaia does. See, it's not about I, me, world. What about me? What about me? What about me? It's about a collective. Get come together. Get to. We don't got to. So really start to just quiet the mind. And I know you're gonna be like, oh yeah, how do I do that? Stop thinking about what you cannot change. When you focus on finding the solution and not seeing only the problem, just sit back and watch the solution come to you. And don't judge it. Do not judge it. Just write it out. Go with the flow. Experience it all. But how you react to your experiences, you have to always look back at yourself. You cannot blame somebody else for what you're going through, what you've lost. Really, there's no loss if you're not attached to it. Do the shadow work. Create the process of alchemy. And be who you are. You are the source. You need no one outside of you. You attract, not chase. If you're chasing money, that means you're working hard for it. And by all means, if you're working hard for it, at least put it into something that's going to create more value. Because I see in the future. I'm the seer who's chosen to know their actions towards you. Feel the place you want to move to. Don't because it looks good. Okay? Don't choose anything because it might look good. And that is going to be temporary. There's also another message of temporary satisfaction and doing harm to your mind, your body, and your spirit. This has to stop. This has to fucking stop. This is part of the alchemist process. And if you want to know more, I am an alchemist. I've done this in my own life. What alchemy does, it moves you from the past timelines of creating through your unconscious fears and unlocking the subconscious memories, okay, that we pick through what serves us and what didn't, what works and what don't. You ask your source, delete that shit. That don't serve me anymore. You suggest to your subconscious mind what you want it to do. Hear the cricket. It just stopped. And there it goes again. So we're always moving. We're always creating momentum. We're always praying for things. So now get out of your way. Allow that thing to come. Appreciate it. Embrace it. Love it. If it's a challenge, love it. And then choose to react differently. Give it to your higher self. Higher self, I need a solution. I know it's already inside me. And you'll be like, I'll be damn. I will be damn. And there it is. It will show up. You don't have to chase it. You just. Okay. This, I did build a new channel, by the way. Let's see. Anything else? Right. Yeah. So, you know why there's resistance, by the way, is mainly because it's helping you get out ahead of it. Okay. So when something it comes up in our body, in our physical body, as a disease or a disease, it's trying to tell us how to get out ahead of it, but we just ignore it. And then we create more inner conflict, more sickness, more disease. Getting out ahead of it is to restore your own inner peace. Your own inner peace. To not allow yourself to be triggered. Because once you do the alchemy process, there's no going backwards. And if you do go backwards, you'll know how to catch yourself and be like, wow, somebody just triggered me with no blame. All right, I got this. Take it back. Start over. It's a new start. It's an emotional journey to attract in that love, that money. You do not have to chase it. Yeah. So, here's something else I wanted to. It's a choice to be miserable. Let's just fucking be honest. It's a choice to be miserable, to stay in that relationship that you know is not working. And it keeps you here and just in fear. Like, I don't want to start over because I put 110% in. Start the fuck over. That's giving yourself the world right there. So did you know that your logical brain is the left brain? Let's say you have a headache because you're just overthinking and overthinking. Is it the whole head? Because if there's a headache, that means you're too logical. You're too worried. You're too stressed. You're over fucking whelmed. So let's move on to the present moment. Your intuition is always right now. Right now, you're never disconnected from it. And if you feel out of alignment or disconnected from it, you, collective, are disconnecting yourself from it. Right? Stop it. Or sit there and cry. Just sit there and cry and be completely emotional where this person is draining your fucking life force, or this place that you hate so much, you know that you don't want to be there anymore. You know it. And you're just guessing that initial, no matter where you go, I'm taking care of you. Oh, spirit. So you're the one causing your own pain. You are. Because you're settling for less than you fucking know you deserve or you can have. You don't believe you can have it all. You don't believe that every fucking day you can wake up and it can just be beautiful and you can smile and feel good. You don't believe that you're the light. You don't believe that without the mud, there's a lotus flower. Okay? You know what? It's a choice to be miserable, heartbroken, alone, and reacting from an unhealed place. And if you are someone doing that, you are going to attract more unhealed people. You're not going to be able to change your circumstance. You're not going to be able to change the way you want to think for yourself. You're not going to be able to change the way you want to feel inside yourself. So, if you just want to be 3D focused and believe that all that shit is happening right now has got anything to do with Creator, the universe, you better think again. You better connect to the right side of your brain. You better get into heart and mind coherence and feel that, because you are it. You are creating it. You are attracting it. If you believe it and you send more fear to it, you are the creator of it. And you got less than 19 seconds to take it back. Once it becomes real to you and you believe it, it has to manifest. So, where can you right now today dive deep, do the shadow work, allow yourself a new experience? Because that's all it is. It's not right or wrong. Keep saying it's right or wrong, and the universe is going to show you. It's going to keep coming around until you are done with it. It's a lesson. You know, that sin, okay? Look at it as a lesson instead of a fucking sin, because you're not being judged. You're not. You're judging yourself, and you're judging other people for having their own opinion and being in their own energy and their own place and belief. Let them be there, because words don't teach. Actions. Actions. Somebody out here has got a twitch in their left eye. It just started twitching. All right. Oh, yes, Spirit. Remember, look in your own eye first, Spirit saying. That's why it's twitching. Oh, that's funny. Look in your own eye first. So that's where we started this channel message, is look in your own mirror. And who do you see looking back? Who's looking back at you when you look in the mirror? Are you happy to see that person? Do you have an inner dialogue that says, man, ads created by whoever I get to connect to? It's called a I forgot right now, but it is called, when we're completely focused only on the 3D, we create out of fear, because all we are being shown is fear. So I want you to take that fear by its fucking balls, and I want you to alchemize it. You can't touch me. Push it out. Send it love. Give it to the light. And do it. When you pray, you need to pray with the intention of the whole world. The whole world needs blessings, not just you, not just your loved ones. The whole world. You are the light of the world. But when you do this, collective, watch your world change. Everything. You become more protected by nature itself. Not saying things ain't going to show up and challenge you, because where there's no mud, there's no growth. So, are you feeling challenged right now? Embrace it. and say thank you for that challenge. Right? And they're going to get lesser and lesser and lesser, I hear. Spirit is saying they're going to get lesser and lesser once you alchemize and decide you want more for yourself. You need nothing as a codependent thing, person, playing, anything. Let it go. Start practicing letting it go. I'm ready to let this go. And watch your higher self help you let that go. Don't focus on letting it go. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Empower healthier habits of communicating to yourself with others. So fucking stop gossiping, bro. That's the old shit, man. Our parents used to do that. They used to gossip so much. Oh, did you hear that he said, she said, who gives a fuck? Don't even have a fucking opinion. Screw them. Do your own thing. Stay in your own lane. This is what God, source, universe wants for you. But you also need to pray with the energy of grace and integrity. Don't be a fucking fool. Don't be a fool and miss what has been there the whole time for you. Remember, you're always looking at love. Love is always looking at you. Embrace your own toxicity. That's all I keep hearing. Embrace your own toxicity. Alchemize that shit. Alchemize it. Because death can be last. Death can be last once you alchemize all the toxicity in your mind and your heart holds so much pain of the past. You can alchemize that too, because you can't change the past, bro. Fucking past happened. Remember the forgiveness and why we do it. We do it for ourselves, not only to receive forgiveness, but it gives us, it restores our own inner masculine and feminine inner peace. It shifts the switch in perspective. And you ask for a new perception, a new perspective every single day, because you're here to fucking learn. You're here to grow. You're here to create. You're here to empower, inspire, and uplift. You ain't here to bring the motherfucker down. You are not. You are not. And you just forgot who you are. You forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I done it. I get it. Now stop fucking doing it. All right? So this is who I am now. I am all of me. I'm all of me, but I'm energy of grace and integrity. And I think on purpose. I speak with purpose. I feel on purpose. And I act on purpose. I know the truth. I see it in you, collective. You are the same energy. You can do the same thing. If I can do it, and I know you know, we're all dying to see what I do next. So I'm just going to keep bringing the show. There's different levels and layers to peel back. There's so much. And I fucking love it. I love it. So yeah. Anything else? So you all know what I'm offering all the time. I do tarot. If you want a personal, exact fit for you reading, email me. Ignite Your Soul, 1122 loveandlight@gmail.com. Or you can find me on Google. Okay, Unite Your Soul, Merging Two Worlds. I only do everything by appointment. There ain't just no random. I do everything online. I can do it over the phone. There is not any way there. Yeah. Okay, so there's no separation. Let's just say energy flows where it goes. So I am a super duper empath, and I feel your pain. Okay, I know where your pain lies. I can see, I can hear it in your voice. I can see it in your eyes. So yeah, I'm gonna end this reading because I'll sit here for hours and hours and hours because I love channeling. I love it. So let's make it happen. Plan big. It's the weekend. Remember to be moderate. And remember to always tell someone you love them. Hold the door for them. Remember, only attraction. So the energy you're putting out, you're going to get back. All right? Bye for now. Love and Light Collective. Oh, I am going to be making a Halloween video here pretty soon. You might not recognize me. Love and Light.